That's just that's the fight win. Tsepho's on the left back, Let's start with the one who led the votes. Who was it? Chiefs of Pirates?
Obvious.
Well, obviously, you expected the Chiefs would lead the votes as far as the team votes are concerned. Are you surprised to see anybody else up here?
To be quite honest, I'm really not surprised. I knew that Chiefs will probably be number one. They're the most supported club in the country, and you can see the magnitude of the team. So, but also maybe AmaZulu.
You're surprised to see AmaZulu?
I didn't expect AmaZulu to be there, to be quite honest. So I thought maybe Swallows had a chance up until the last week where AmaZulu, the Devon guys, pumped up the votes.
Phumudzo, you expected to be number 2.
Kanja.
Yeah?
Kanja.
Over the years, Mama votes up Kanja.
Oh, let me give you the numbers. We the team that has won the Carling Cup the most. We expect to be here. We expect to come and defend our trophy. So that's why we're here.
Are you surprised to see anyone else? Mama not defending one, and you Come on. What will make you?
I'm not surprised because I see Sugar Mabunda's here. I know that Mamelodi Sundowns, they are here to win the trophy. So I just want to put that trophy in Hlompho, one of those trophies that they're going to win this season. So, of course, Phumudzo is surprised that Sundowns is within the mix. But I'm not surprised. Because, I've seen when we won the league 5 years ago, in Loftus it was all yellow. So I was surprised if we didn't vote, I was going to be surprised if the Sundowns didn't make the top 4.
There you have it. Tsepho Masilela. What's happened, Tsepho? Can one also left back here?
Oh yes.
AmaZulu making it to the top 4. I mean, it was a tight contest between AmaZulu and Swallows. That last 2 weeks, those gunning for votes, the president, the chairman, all going out and asking people to vote because, you know, when you look at what they think and who they think AmaZulu should be right now with the investment into the team, this is where they belong. Obviously, you can't have been surprised.
Yeah, me myself, I'm not surprised. You know, AmaZulu, they finished runners-up last season, played Champions League group stages, and thanks to the fans for coming to the party. Nali last week, and Nyamuzu man to surprise. Maybe it was a surprise come 7 p.m. after the tournament, the new winner of the trophy. So yeah, it's exciting times for AmaZulu and the fans and the team and everyone involved.
Umzulu Tsepho, Ute will be in the final later. See what says the final. Final.
Because you can't have a derby final here. 1 and 2 play each other, 3 and 4 play each other. So they can't be a derby final. In the way, nobody total age mark. Now, Phumudzo.
Yabona njengoba mhleli noShlompho la. Into abantu abayifunayo.
Phumudzo, ukhuluma ngawo.
Mandla mara wafethu. Imangethe ball. It's the final league.
Nakanjani?
Nakanjani?
Uzobona.
Tina futhi to the media guys, I'll be doing my interviews one-on-ones in Spanish. Even when we are translator in Spanish.
I want to go to an understanding of how you guys understand your fans. If you could put up the slide of the Kaizer Chiefs team so far. Because now we've moved to the fans are the ones that are voting for the team. Yeah, matter. Oh, we picked up too. Are you surprised of this 11 that's been put out so far? Ijimele Kuni leading the votes, of course. 71,000 votes is what he's been able to amass there. Eric Matoho. Are you surprised at any of the 11 that is there?
I'm really not surprised because Kune has been dominating this cup for the past 10 years, so it's not surprising. It's just that maybe I might make 1 or 2 changes, but I'm quite happy for Kosing Pilengo because I think he deserves it. He's a good player. For me, he's a special player. He's got technical ability. He just needs to be guided, and also he needs to be mentally strong and be prepared to fight for the team. So, and I'm just worried about injuries. That's all. I hope the guys will be fit for the day of the game, so that we can take this trophy to Nigeria where it belongs.
Kama's not there.
Yeah, because we're saving him for the final with Sundowns.
I'm excused now to do a player limit. I understand that.
If Caleb is injured, like, at the moment, if he doesn't make it there, who comes in?
I think every player that's there can come in and do it.
Who's every player?
Every player.
Get him at home. That's the job I Caleb.
No, I mean, I can get Nomato, obviously. There's Mutlo as well, he can be like a false 9. There's also Karma, like you said. So there are a lot of capable players who can replace Ukele, but I would have loved him to play so that he can give some firepower up front, because most of the players, they're short. So with his height and strength, so it gives defenders a lot of tough time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the SP Wi-Fi at #Masango. If you do need the Wi-Fi password, there's beautiful ladies and gents dressed in black. Please do ask them. Social media #Masango. If we can leave the Kaizer Chiefs slide up, because I want to go to your opponent, Kala, before Kurmanya Pirates. He's an analyst extraordinary. One I've worked with for many years. I know his numbers crunching in his head. Phumudzo, you're looking at this. What's up?
The first reason why I'm laughing is the balance of the team. I don't see balance in that starting lineup.
Also,
What's the right back?
There's Jawulo Ngobo, there's Blom. We can play 3 at the back with the full backs. So I don't understand what this guy is actually saying to me.
Yabona ukuthi amasupporter wakhona enza angithi thina manje sesidlala nge3 sinama wing backs thina sidlale ngama full back sidlala ngama wing back thina sebafuna ukuzama ukukopa leyo nto sebadlala ngama 3 center back into yokukopisha nasesikolweni manenza kanje.
But if we go back, this system yaqala ngo-backs, so I don't know what he's talking about. We played this before. Stuart Baxter.
Noma ngababuza ukuthi i-trophy igcine nini ngobani i-trophy igcine ngobani. They keep going back there.
No. Can I please answer? No, it trophy, I would see Sevilla for the top.
12th of November, you're right, spot on like a 9.
No.
I want to bring up Orlando Pirates tonight. We're going to have Orlando Pirates starting 11 on there. Now we picked up to, I know you know it well. This is what you voted. And of course, Richard Afori gets the most with 21,000 votes. Kermit Erasmus is second there with the votes. He's also got just almost 30,000, actually leading the votes with almost 30,000. Undlanto is third on the list. Any surprises for you there?
No. We're not surprised. And I will start here. In goals, in goals, number 1, Richard Afori might be the only, not might be. We just worried about his injury, right? But he's going to be the only PSL player at the World Cup. Abakhulumi abanye nithumela abantu ku-World Cup thina sithumela o4 ku-World Cup sesiqala lapha nje
Uyilo wamapisha i goalkeeper
and what we are all anticipating now is a World Cup. Orlando Pirates is the only team that will be sending a player to the World Cup. We go to right back. You go to Munyani. Left back, left back, Beg Ismail is next door. Left back, Yaga Brad, Beg Ismail, captain of Orlando Pirates, Beg Ismail. That's who we got. Unda, one of the best ball playing center backs in Unda. usibisi abambiza ubhodlela mahala lo Caleb lo balekayo sasimthatha simfake ebhodleleni ubhodlela bayombhodlela. But what is surprising in that lineup though would be, I think the most consistent player in Paris this season has been Miguel Thiel. I don't see him in the lineup yet. I see they're going with Ben Mutswari and also Umakaringe. Ndlondlo has brought a lot of excitement into that Paris lineup. I've not seen a midfielder that passes the ball forward like in Ndlondlo. That's what you want in your 10. You want a positive mind, play the ball forward, get into the box. He makes a lot of box entries.
Phumudzo Rasmus coming in, played 2-3 games, 21,800 votes, the most that are Paris. What is it about him?
It's about I'm happy that Umabunda is here.
The most votes.
No, of course, I relate.
The most votes.
Mamela. If I'm happy that Pastor Mabunda is here. Because even in the Bible.
Hold on. When we go to the Beijing, number one.
But there was a son that left, and then when he came back home, the father welcomed him with warm hands, and that's what even our supporters are doing. They are welcoming Ukeme Erasmus back with warm hands. You've got Lodge, the former footballer of the season, is on the right. You also have Upule, Ushonisa Mashonisa, and that's my starting 11.
Mandla, that's the starting 11 separate. What are your thoughts? We have a Samana or a Fulegi Masango.
You know, like they good on paper. On the day of the game, we'll see. You know,
Got punchlines.
Are we starting the defense?
this defense, nah, I don't think they're strong. They haven't played together for long, so there's a lot of holes. So we will be doing our stuff on the day. So I think it's not that strong as well. And going forward, if you tell me about Ule, Uchigena, I'm happy. And Tinas Nabo to please direct. So,
Kevin Erasmus?
Kevin Erasmus, who call Utovo Muzatila naye.
Mandla, asiyenza ama-athletics la, usitshela ngabo to please. Akuna 100 meters. Kudlala ibhola. Sitshela ngabo ukuthi uyagijima.
Let's move on from the derby. That's the second game you're going to be seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Please, a big round of applause for these two players. Thank you so much for that one day. Let's go to the next one. Sundowns were the third in votes, and now they're going to be playing in their four. Ronald Williams, 9,000 votes, but Peter Shalubi the lead with 14,700 votes there. Temba Swane, 5,000 votes is what he's been able to amass there. Hlompho, what do you make of what they voted for him?
I think that's the best team in the continent by far, so far. That's Ndabana. So I can't go and analyze. So you should know this.
Okay, not
a problem. So during the week we saw they are number 1, number 6. They're in the top 10 of most teams that plays whatever
position football. Yeah,
you can call it
in the world. So
Sundowns
in the world
so
are the 6th best team at keeping the ball.
Thank you. So with that being said, I would say every player that take the field on the day has to take the team to the final. That's the first. Has to take this trophy for the first time to club up. That's the responsibility of Sundowns play. We will use AmaZulu, good warm-up, to go to have a second good warm-up in the finals. And I say that good warm-up because you know that Sundowns per season, they've got so many games. So we have players that haven't get enough chance to play. We'll use those in the training session 9 o'clock. So people will come and enjoy that training session.
But people were a little stressed. We know what I said because especially Baba voter. Amanye amateam ana 3 pages. Never change pieces 10 pages. Yama players but then more vote no tell page 15.
Yeah, actually, we've got so many trophies that we want to win. So we have to have players, numbers, as they call it in football terms. So if you don't have numbers, we'll also have other teams just next to me. A lot of numbers are already, limited. So if Caleb now is injured, Mandla was stressed. Last stress on our way here, he was like, I don't know who's going to play. So if Peter is injured, I know I've got exciting Marcelo Alande who's going to do magic on the day. So like I said, it's going to be a good warm-up for us on a day. First early in 9 o'clock will be warm-upping against AmaZulu. And then the final will be 5 o'clock.
Are you surprised? Is there any player that you think should be there? Or maybe it's number 12, 13, 14 is still coming?
Well, I would want to see Jumba play. I would want to see Sipombule play a lot of minutes this time around because these are preparations really for Sundowns. I did mention that they've got so many matches that they're still going to play. So this is the tournament that needs to be won really, so that it can lift the morale of the team, the spirit, and once again that's sugar momentum, and we want momentum. So once we want Sundowns to win a match, they win 10 in a row. So you know that, So you've been happening for the last 6 years, so we can't talk about it.
How long does the team has announced? What about 20s?
Hlompho, they've got a lot of games during the season. Maybe it's not a favor. It's about resting. As for the good Masboya, like we give out, but it's Dalama game, money, it's cartel, blah blah blah. So Tina just wins every favor. Was our 5 November still the final.
When you look at this team though, Usaba or Robana Pimbo.
I'm sorry, with Sundowns, like we all know, same style, same coaches they've kept for the past 2-3 years. So I'm not doing new, but for us, it's better coach Omushu for sure. Abaz because tola.
Utala na ngiyamuvita bodwa. Niliposo na muvita for sure. Akabantu bose Phumudzo bakhe no moholi. Uthini mo?
Yeah, no, I think maybe chance.
Well, let's see what he's going to be working on. Veli Motra is the man that has been chosen. I mean, he's been raking in the man of the matches this season. You saw him against Pirates as well. He's been doing great. George Baludega, I think he'll fully revenge somewhere. No, Keegan Buchanan will fully revenge somewhere. Vukabadinho Mango, Lehlokonolo Majoro, all players that know the other teams all too well. Is that an advantage for you?
Yeah, all I can say, it's a decent team, decent squad, and it's balanced. If you look at the spine of the team, Tsepho, Veli, Urama, Ukona, experience, Ukona, Malulega, Ukona, Major, so the spine is strong, and I'm happy to see the young boy, Cindy Hlompho. May not remember him from the MDC team, they are winning cup, exciting talent, will bring energy to the team.
Hlompho, what do you think of the AmaZulu team? They played you.
They've got a very decent team, to be honest. You can tell in the previous matches that they are well coached. But we're talking about a tournament here where I think it's a one match that decides whether you go to the final or not. So whether they are well coached or whether they're looking good on the paper, we don't care much. Sundowns is there to make sure that they win the trophy. We've got a young, exciting player, which is Tertius. Have you seen him? Very exciting player. So for me, I think I want to see him playing against AmaZulu, in that morning, because I'll make sure I sleep early that morning. I'll leave Zamazama outside to make sure that I see when he scored hat-trick again, because I saw he scored hat-trick against a team from Mauritius. So I want to see him, enjoying AmaZulu.
Not limited to go Mauritius.
No. When we start scoring, it's boring.
Le correla against the plumber, the chef. Yeah,
All of the money we can do is
You are a security guard, the
security guard, the fisherman.
Mitchell deal with him at 12 o'clock, so I can't have that opportunity to play him. I'll play him, but I'll start with him
So
weekend.
what am I finally?
Of course, I'll be with Mitchell.
What am I going finally?
Whoever comes, but I'll wanna teach Minto a lesson one more time. After 4-0 in Loftus, it'll be something else in FNB Stadium. I love that FNB Stadium, so that I can maybe say Calabash, Urekini, Calabash.
Calabash, Calais.
You're right. For that, they deserve a high tea.
But who would you like to play in the final?
Sundowns.
Of course.
For me, it's gonna be an exciting
Why
game. No, AmaZulu, Angiti, Sundowns on Dilana, so like I can't comment so much on AmaZulu. I can only comment on my next door neighbor and my right-hand neighbor. There I can comment, because this one, 5 o'clock.
Guys, it's a whole feast. I'm pulling in Masango. The entire day, football will be played. The first game, of course, is Sundowns versus AmaZulu. Then you've got the derby that follows them. New innovative in the third game. We're not quite sure what it is yet, but that will be released and you'll be told about that next week before the big final that'll pitch one of these teams against each other.
I just want to say to Arne, he said they are still going to announce what is going to happen with the third and fourth place. Arne, Mandla has got a lot of suggestions how Chiefs would want to deal with that third game. So he was giving us ideas on our way here. So please, one-on-one with Mandla.
Oh, but you have a penalty, so far back.
No, Caleb is there. Caleb is there with 3 penalties. Arne, the solution is here. He told us on our way here, but I don't want to take the shine and tell you himself.
What am I finally?
They were very noisy before the first round of the other cup. They thought it will be easy meat like they did with our neighbors. They gave them 4. They gave our neighbors 4, and they thought, no, when they get to us, it will just be easy meat. So the big brother always stands up. Like they hammered our younger brother. So we stood up as the big brothers and said, it's not going to happen here. And now they're even scared to play us here in Pretoria. They're taking us far. So Dila now we're gonna leave far. It's Funamon and Abu final. Those are the ones we want.
I get to whoever. But I know they celebrated that draw. It felt like they won the tournament already. I don't know how they will deal with them.
We need them with their 4 coaches or 3 coaches. And then the other one. Mamela. There are other coaches, with all respect, guys. This is just for bet. With all respect, Funale coach, I will tell you, pull up the game. Say, Fang, a packet, pull up the game. So, Funa on 5, started the coach, and other place go pull up and see Fang the packet.
Athi ngimxolele uMandla ngifuna iPirates. Now ninenkinga amakhala nokhale means ayisho isquad sabo sitini man. Istriker siyi-1. Njengoba bengasho nakazi kuzodlala abantu 49 noma 352 one win best. Athi ngithola iPirates kufanele.
What do we weekly?
No, I see weekly. You know what they say normally, like the ones that say move, they always rise on the team.
There you go, guys. The votes that you're seeing that we are showing, of course, on our screen at the moment for the 4 teams have since changed. This was yesterday when the votes were put up at 4 o'clock. That's when we were able to grab them for the purposes of this conversation. They have slightly changed since then, but you can catch the live votes as they happen on the website. It's www.carlingblacklabelcup.co.za. Hashtag Masango. And of course, as you know, people that are voting, they stand a chance to win big here as well. The batch has been great. It's been great hearing from the 4 legends here as well. But perhaps if there is somebody, the one-on-ones are available for them as well, as you would like. But if there is somebody who wants to ask a question, who wants to say something, to have a hand up, we can throw that in there as well. There is a roving mic. Anyone? Oh, it's going to be a nice and short session, isn't it? Timothy, nothing? One-on-ones. Okay, cool.
I find out, especially from Tsepho, you know, the match will be played in Gauteng, you know, support might be a problem for you and your team might be under pressure. Are you worried about that? And also, Hlompho, but I know maybe Sundowns will come through.
Number of supporters in the stadium. AmaZulu, are you worried? Not only is it in Gauteng, but as far as your supporters coming out, are you a little bit worried about there not being support for AmaZulu in the stadium?
No, not at all. I'm not worried, man. It's such a slogan, Masango, and I think they do have, I know they do have supporters also in Gauteng, and Kaizer is not like Spain. You know, they can always drive down and come support their team that they voted for. If they can vote, I'm sure they can come and fill up the stadium and support the boys.
Speaking of Spain, you've played in the derby, you've played with Bafana as well. You know what 90,000 at the Calabash looks like. But also, you've played at a full, you know, with Barcelona, you've played with Real Madrid, full stadiums. How does it compare? The atmosphere at the Calabash, what's so special about it? How does it compare to everything that you've done in your immensely great career?
Calabash atmosphere, it's unique, you know. You only get ivuvuzela like I. Utungena nje uyoma uyizwe ishivuvuzela. Ufile ukuthi ya ziyakhala ke manje 90,000, it's a derby, and you know, nase Spain, I can say they have their own way and own culture, but I still say ukuthi mayigcwele Calabash, it's special, and it's an honor and privilege which, you know, you get a chance to play kuma game anjalo.
Are you worried a little bit about support, Hlompho?
Oh no. Sugar, I think Loftus has a very nickname to Calabash. We need to come up with a nickname. I don't think we're worried about supporters. We all know that Mamelodi Sundowns supporters, on the day they will fill up Calabash. They'll make sure that they paint it yellow, not gold. So they'll make sure that they come in numbers to witness, because they'll be having two teams for sure. One team that will play first game in the morning, the second team that will be playing in the final. So that's why I'm saying they'll be enjoying themselves, you know, just to experiment in that aspect. So I'm sure the Sundowns family will be happy to come and see such a football. They didn't see the last time they see such a game of this nature. Nearly back in the days, almost spectacular when we have to watch in the morning in the final. So this is the one of those.
It indeed is. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. I've got Tsepho, Masilela, Phumudzo, Manenzhe, Mandla, Masango, as well as Hlompho, Kekana. A big round of applause to the men who went out there, supported and played these teams, and now they stand here and tell us all about them. A big round of applause. Gents, please don't go anywhere. I want to photo with each other, but one of them goes through to the final.